My name is Dr. Tony Smith. I'm a doctor of chiropractic in Lancaster, California. Been in practice for 30 years now. Seems like it's flown by pretty quickly, but yes, been around for a while. And I'm in actually a multidiscipline facility with orthopedic surgeons, pain management, podiatry, and general physicians. And I'm super excited to bring to you an innovative technology today that's really been impactful in my patient clientele and just other people that I've introduced it to outside the office, and just making a really huge benefit to a lot of people. So I'm excited to bring this technology to you. It's really it's hard to receive or understand it, but it's something that's literally going to change your life, could make a big impact in your life because of the technology and what it regenerates and what it reactivates in your body. It just activates a lot of the healing properties that go dormant over a period of time as we age. So it's something what we call elevate, activate, and regenerate. And what we're talking about is elevating some of the regenerative peptides or processes in your body, activating cellular activity for rejuvenation, and then regenerating healthy tissue. And you're like, how can this possibly be? How can this even be done? But what I'm going to do is hopefully do my best to share with you how this technology is beneficial for you, how it's come about, and why it's so impactful. And so one of the first things you being on here is actually thank the person that invited you because they thought enough of you to invite you to this, because this can literally make a big impact in your life. And I've been able to enhance a lot of my patients' livelihood and well-being over the past year that I've been involved with the company and utilizing this product, and just seeing it grow out and how their quality of life has improved over the time that I've introduced it to them. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about something that David Schmidt, he's actually the inventor of this particular, I actually call it a device. This little patch is not a product that you consume. It's actually a device that activates some of the regenerative and healing properties in your body. And it's something that, like I said, that our body over a period of time starts to slow down its process. And so he's actually found the technology to basically bring this activation and livelihood back to life. Has over a couple hundred patents now. He said he stopped counting at about 130, but he said he's well over 180 to 200 probably now. He's a scientist and inventor. He's specializing in age reversal. He's been studying it for many years. And as we get into this, you'll kind of understand, a little bit more about that and why. One of his big research projects is studying stem cell activity and stem cell activation and research. And we all know that that's huge in the marketplace right now, and it can be very beneficial for our overall health and wellness. He's actually taken over a decade to bring this device to life, and so it's just not released in just a short period of time. There's extensive research that was done to actually activate this to get this to market. And so what is really exciting about is that it's a patented technology that's been through, when I appreciate what they call double-blind placebo studies, meaning it's the best of the best studies, showing and proving that it's activating a couple different things. One is stem cell activation, which stem cells are the foundational cells of every cell in the body. So everything in your body starts from a stem cell. And so I'll get into a little bit more why this is so exciting, because wherever your body is deficient, if you activate what they call non-differentiated stem cells, it means that stem cell can go anywhere in the body where it's necessary, where it's needed. And our body has an innate sense to send it where it's needed most. So as I get into this and I talk a little bit more about it, some people will start to utilize the patch because they're having a knee pain, but lo and behold, they actually have some other internal issues going on, whether it be blood pressure issues, cardiovascular issues, or some function, whether an organ function, kidney, liver, or something else that they start to see significant benefits with. It's because it's reactivating healthier tissue. And when you start to reactivate healthier tissue, you start to improve function. The other huge benefit with this particular patch, this device, is that it actually activates what they call copper peptides. Copper peptides are basically a healing protein in our body that a lot of scientists and formulators are out there trying to synthetically produce things like this that we can activate naturally. That's the exciting part about it, because peptide technology is on the forefront of health and wellness, but we have something that our own body can activate that has just gone dormant. So we just wake it up and get the body producing and being more productive naturally without anything, any other side effects or potential side effects or anything. What I love about it is that it's safe, effective, affordable, and non-invasive. And that's a key point when we're starting to look for health and wellness and different ways to benefit our body. And how the X39 works, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. So that's kind of a fancy terminology, but it's a technology and something that we understand on a daily basis that we just don't even realize, is that, when we go out into the sunlight, we know when we're in the sunlight that our body turns that sunlight into vitamin D, right? It increases our vitamin D production in our body. That's a photochemical reaction that our body naturally does that we cannot change. It just happens in our body because there's a certain wavelength that is being captured, that is transforming, creating that chemical reaction to activate vitamin D production. Another process that we accept and we know that we can't change is that when we go out in the sunlight, our skin starts to turn a little darker. Well, that's our body producing melanin. That's another photochemical reaction, because melanin protects our skin from ultraviolet rays. So it's a protection mechanism for our skin. So that a certain wavelength actually activates that photochemical reaction. Well, what David Schmidt has done is he's found the right wavelength to activate stem cell activity, mitochondrial activity, which I don't want to get too fancy, but mitochondrial activity is cellular activity. It increases cellular production in our body. So when you start to increase the production of cellular activity, things heal faster. They start to regenerate faster, but also it activates what they call copper peptides. Copper peptides are significant in our body because they do a multiple things. One is they reduce inflammation in the body, and that's significant because pretty much everybody suffers from some form of inflammation. Anything that ends in itis, which we probably all have at least one or two of, is an inflammatory reaction. But there's also organ inflammation and inflammation throughout our body that slows down our body's production and ability to function at a higher level. And so if we can neutralize inflammation in our body, that's significant for health and well-being. The other thing is it helps mitigate pain, means it helps to neutralize pain. It increases collagen production. Collagen is significant, especially in this day and age. You see so many infomercials and different promotions about taking collagen peptides. Now, collagen peptides, we can actually activate our own collagen production in our body without actually taking the peptides, because we're activating copper peptides, which create collagen in our body. So collagen is the integral structure of our body. So it's the basis of all ligament, tendon, and bone in our body. And I mean, our whole musculoskeletal system is made up of ligament, tendons, and bones. So if you can actually strengthen that, lay down more of that, your body, your skeletal system is going to be have a longer lifespan basically. And when we talk about osteoporosis as we get older in age, if we can start to lay down more bone density, then there's less risk factors of osteoporosis down the road. And we know over time that happens in a lot of people. So we are, like I said, in the forefront of health and wellness, activating something naturally in our body that to this date has never been activated. So that's why we're so excited about to get out and share with this what the potential of this can do for you in your body. Not only does it activate collagen production in our body, but it helps what they call reinnervation, helping the body reinnervate for nerve conduction, for things for like neuralgia, neuropathies, and different things that are going on, or certain things. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you have a severed spinal cord, you're not going to get rid of complete paralysis or anything. It's not like that. But when there's little injuries, there's insult to neurological tissue, and this can help reinnervate that area so that you can get sensory level stimulus and some motor function to a certain extent back. So also revascularization, to actually regenerate new tissue, you have to have blood circulation. So revascularization is the key component that copper peptides activate. And one really significant thing that a lot of people overlook is that fibrinogen is one of the major clotting factors that creates blood clots in our system. And cardiovascular disease is the top killer in society. But if we can neutralize for fibrinogen production in our bodies, we have the potential to neutralize clotting factors that can affect our livelihood and overall lifespan. And the beauty of that is copper peptides help neutralize fibrinogen production in our body. So cardiovascular health can be significantly improved by utilizing the patch. So when I talk about, people putting on the patch and maybe not getting the effects on getting rid of the knee pain, but they start to see cardiovascular function, blood pressure, other cholesterol levels dropping, significant, things that they're not necessarily monitoring on a regular basis, but they go and get a checkup or a blood test, and they start seeing things happening behind the scenes that they don't even realize is going on. That's why it's so instrumental of utilizing the product long-term, because you never know the benefit on the long-term basis of what it's going to affect. And understand that this is only activating light. There's no chemicals in this patch. So it's not a transdermal patch. Most people think of when they see a patch that it's going to transfer a medication to the skin, and your body has reactions to that medication. There's nothing that's transferred to the skin. It's all captivated from light energy, transient light, and our body's own infrared light. Now, our body puts off an infrared light, so those wavelengths are changed and reflected into activate those certain wavelengths to activate cellular activity and copper peptides. So it's a very safe, non-invasive patch. And what I really am excited about is a lot of people are open to utilizing the patch and trying the patch and seeing significant benefits with it. So getting a little bit better understanding of how that works. Okay, now my thing just froze. Oh, sorry. Okay, some of the benefits behind X39. One of the things that I noticed, I didn't have a lot of health issues that I knew about, or that were evident to me when I started utilizing the patch. So, but I'm an avid cyclist. I race competitively, and I'm always looking for an edge. I'm always, an athlete always wants to one up their competition. So they're always looking for different edges. And when I was introduced to this, I didn't have a complaint that I was trying to get rid of. So, but I still utilized the product. And when I was cycling, I started to notice an improve in recovery. I started to actually see my power output increase, my endurance increase by utilizing the patch. And it was things that I could actually monitor, because when we cycle, we monitor a lot of different parameters or analytics, when we do it. So those are things I could not feel going on, but they were happening. And so was really excited about that. But when you start to lay down new, healthier tissue, regenerating new, healthier tissue, and strengthening the ligament and tendon attachments, you have increased strength. And we already talked about reduced inflammation, helping minimize inflammation in the body. Increased stamina. When your body can recover at a better rate, you have the ability to train harder or feel better, so you can increase your endurance and stamina. Energy and vitality. When you start to increase, I get a little scientific, but when you start to increase cellular activity, mitochondrial activity, and new cell production, your body, it's kind of like supercharges your body, because you get more energy and vitality. So meaning that you have healthier tissue, you don't have old deficient cellular cells going on in the body. And it's neutralizing, free radicals and toxins in your body. And I'll touch on that in just a minute about how it detoxifies the body as we start to utilize the product. Mental clarity. When you start to get rid of inflammation around the blood, around the brain, things across the blood-brain barrier, then you start to get better cognition, better mental focus, better mental clarity. And those things can even lead, when you have excessive inflammation and different things going on in the body, toxins going on, you start to lean towards Alzheimer, dementia, and other things that it can be a factor down the line. So when we start to neutralize some of those things, it starts to make an impact on our well-being down the road. So restore muscle function, skeletal condition. I already talked about that, laying down more collagen for ligament, tendon, and bone densities. Improve sleep. That's one of the things that I hear a lot of people, is that not only do they get more energy level, they get more vitality, but they actually sleep better. And so when your body can rest more effectively, your body can recover. So again, that enhances your recovery, your body's ability to function at a higher level, because you're getting more into that deep cycle sleep, that REM sleep. And so the improvement of sleep is significant without resorting to a lot of medications that leave you lethargic, the next day. And so improved skin appearance. Now that's significant, because how many skincare products out there that are putting collagen in their skincare, because they're trying to get transdermal collagen into the skin to tighten the integral structure of the skin to get rid of wrinkles. And we have something that's naturally through the patch here that activates that collagen production. So it's very significant on what we can do in people over a period of time. When you start to look at their before and afters, you can start to see how the skin is tightening up. And so I just want to be very clear, is that we're with LifeWave, with the X39, we're not intending to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition, but we just are basically rebooting our body's ability to perform at a higher level by harnessing light energy through the wavelengths that this patch works. So understand that. And then the benefits of the X39 on some case studies, in the first few days, we talk about 4,000 genes begin to reset. Now that's significant, because David Schmidt made a huge statement the other day, is that when 4,000 genes begin to reset, we're basically talking about 1/3 of the way to age reversal, because that 4,000 genes is about 1/3 of our genes in our body. And if we can reset those 4,000 genes, we're 1/3 of the way to reversing our age. But just to kind of put this into factors, or into understanding, is that everybody's heard of resveratrol, right? Resveratrol was in health and wellness a couple years ago, really got a lot of notoriety and everything, because it's what's in red wine, and how beneficial red wine, and people started drinking red wine and getting resveratrol products and different things. Now understand, resveratrol resets two genes, and it got nationwide notoriety, and we have the ability to reset 4,000 genes. How significant is that by utilizing this patch that's safe, non-invasive, effective, and affordable? That's a lot of wine you have to drink to reset 4,000 genes. So just understand what we have our hands on here. Within 6 weeks, because inflammation will start to be reduced, the brain becomes more balanced, better focus, better cognition, because people they want overnight success. They want to wear one day and they everything clears up. Understand, it's taken us years to get to where we are now. One day's use of this patch is not going to cure everything and reverse everything that we've deteriorated our body over the last 15 or longer than that, 30, 40, 50 years. So give it time. The device works, but give it time to actually start to not only first detoxify the body of toxins and things that are in it, but also start to regenerate, because things happen over time. Your body doesn't work overnight like that. It takes time to lay down and activate cellular activation and regenerative tissue. So again, within 3 months, your collagen level is increased. You start to see the tightness in the skin, your ligament tendon junctions, bone density is starting to increase again, improve and increase. So again, give it some time to see some of these things happen. Within 6 months, seeing cardiovascular changes, benefits. And because I was talking about earlier, muscle tissue. So now to understand, the heart is a muscle. So when you start to regenerate healthier tissue for the heart, you start to get better function. And then we talk about reducing fibrinogen production in our vascular system, in our blood vessels. How much more benefit that can happen, or that could be by that going on in our body. So significant thing can happen over time. And it's crazy, because I'll share the patch with somebody, and in 3 days, if they haven't had a miraculous change and are now an elite athlete, they're like, oh, I don't know if it actually works. Please give it some time, to give it a chance. When you walk into the gym, you don't go work out one day and expect to be, in the Muscle and Fitness on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. It's a process. Your body is working behind the scenes. Give it a chance to do the work. And so, again, it has the potential to do significant things if you just give it a chance. And if you understand a little bit more, if you understand the technology of it, then you'll see that that great things can happen with this. How do you wear the patch? You actually put the patch either behind the, the company recommends you put it behind the back or underneath your belly button. But realistically, you can actually put the patch anywhere. I will some people come in with a shoulder issue or a knee issue. I'll put the patch directly there. It works systemically, no matter where you put it, but you just got to put it on. It does not, this does not work sitting on your counter or on your shelf at home. It has to be on the body to have some benefits. So I know a lot of people that, yeah, I'm going to get to it. No, you need to utilize the patch. And how we wear it is we wear 12 hours on and 12 hours off. So why we do 12 hours on, I tell my patients, the people I share it with, wear the patch during the day, take it off at night, and then put a new one on the next day. The reason being is that the body gets used to the signal and it's less effective. So you have to break that signal for a period of time, and then you reapply it and it'll be more productive. Now, if you go a little bit over the 12 hours, a little bit, you're not going to overindulge in it. So there's no detrimental side effect if you wear 14 hours or a little bit longer, no big deal. Just take it off for a period of time and then reapply it the next day, and so on. So in your month's supply, this is a sleeve. In your month's supply, you get 30 of these patches to wear one a day, throw it away when you're done. And you can actually wear more than one patch at a time. Now, again, I'm a competitive athlete. I race, and so on race day, I actually put 2 of these on my quads because my legs are my power source for my cycling. So I'll actually wear more than one patch on those days just to get a little extra boost or whatever the case is. So you can wear more than one. There's no detrimental side effects, like I said. The key thing about when you're doing this, especially at the beginning, is that make sure you're hydrating more than you typically do. As a society, we're dehydrated anyway. So make sure that you are hydrating at least what they call half your body weight in ounces. Okay, so whatever your body weight is, take half of that in the ounces and maybe just up it a little bit. But make sure you're hydrated because your body needs the ability to be able to detox. And when you give your organs enough fluid, your body can get rid of those toxins more effectively and a little bit faster. And so once you go through the detox and get rid of that, it'll actually be more effective with what you have. Now, the patch is super simple. Like I said, I really love this because I've been in health and wellness for a long time. I've been in supplements and different things, and a lot of times it's very hard to get somebody to actually take this capsule, take this supplement. They're like, I don't know if I want to try this, but almost everybody is open and willing to put a patch on their back, and they're so receptive to it. And then when you talk about stem cell activation, because in the medical industry they've talked so much about how beneficial stem cells can be to the body in regenerative medicine and wellness, is that so many people are open to trying it that you literally just have to go out and patch people. You just have to get the patches on people. You'll come across people that are one patch wonders, and in just a day or two of utilizing the patch, they notice a difference. Majority of the people are not like that, so don't get frustrated or anything over that. Understand it takes time to have some of these processes going, but encourage the people to utilize the patch for a month or a few months at a time, at least give it a fair chance to see the benefits that it can happen with it, and lean on the company actually offers a 30-day money back guarantee. So you really have nothing to lose except your aches and pains and things that are going on. But the gain is so large that you could experience with this, that I really lean on those. But I see so many different testimonies. I've had patients that have had sciatica. I've had back conditions that have not responded to a lot of different treatment, conservative treatment, a little bit more evasive treatments, that they just didn't respond. But I actually got them on a couple months worth of utilizing the patch, and it took to even notice a change in the benefit. It actually took about 3.5 weeks, but we encouraged stick with it. 3.5 weeks, and it noticed a significant where pain levels were coming down from an 8 down to like a 2 or 3, where they were actually debilitating type pain that was reduced down to a 2 or 3 level to where they're actually functional and back to work. I've had, I've seen patients with shoulder issues that have had a significant, debilitating type shoulder pain that over just a few days of utilizing the patch, a few weeks of utilizing the patch, that have significant benefits, calcific tendonitis, bursitis, impingement syndrome, rotator cuff issues, that when you start to lay down healthier tissue and the body starts to do its work behind the scenes, significant benefits are experienced. Just a whole lot of different testaments. I have a particular, in fact, I saw him today, a patient that was bone on bone, is really close to having a knee replacement, but is so young, is not ready to have a knee replacement because those don't last forever. A lot of times you have to go back in and put another replacement in, so they don't want to jump into that too early. So, literally to try to buy some time, I'm like, hey, you have nothing to lose, try this and see, what type of benefits. Their pain level went to where they were at like a 7 to 8 level pain, were not able to walk any distance at all, to they're down to like a level 2, and they can be on their feet for hours at a time. Now they can actually walk around the supermarket. So little things like that where they couldn't actually walk around the supermarket and have any livelihood, that now they are able to walk around and function a little bit more in the supermarket. And they was just telling me how today I actually started working out a little bit more at the gym, doing some a little bit more aggressive workouts. No hit workouts, no high intensity, jumping, plyometric type stuff, but actually, doing some strength training. And so that was very exciting to see. Again, we never know how we're going to impact someone's livelihood and longevity by introducing them to the patch. So the key thing is just get out and patch people, let the patch do the work, share some of the information, some of the technology behind it, get them on a Zoom like this, or share this Zoom, so they get a little bit better understanding of how safe, effective, and affordable this is. And it could be life-changing. What I really love about this company, about this team specifically, is that we have a one-page landing page where you don't have to be the expert. I mean, it's great. I understand the science behind it. Not everybody, and this particular presentation is not so everybody can go out and recreate this presentation. This is more to educate you on the knowledge, to share it with other people, share it with physicians, share it with other people out there, so that they can get a better understanding. But the key thing is that send people, if they want more information about the patch, the X39, is send them to thisisit.info.com. It's a one-stop landing page where they can get all the test studies, all the information they want to learn about this. They can look at the videos, they can dig into the research studies. That was something I did. The videos were great, but I needed a little more substance. If I'm going to introduce it to my clientele, to my patients, I need a little bit more substance. So I dug into the research studies, and it's all there, for physicians to dig into. And you don't have to be the expert. That's the beauty of this. You don't have to be the expert. You can just introduce and point them to thisisit.info.com and let them do their own due diligence to check out the research and get the information that they need to move forward and make an informed decision. That's what you want. You just want people to make an informed decision, to be educated about the decision they're making and moving forward with this. And to understand, LifeWave is not a new company. It's not a fly-by-night company. It's been around 20 years. We're on our 20-year anniversary. It's just been the last few years that it has significant growth because of the release of the X39, but more specifically in the last year because of This Is It team, because they actually finally got some people who knew how to network, how to reach the masses out there. Because unfortunately, the X39 were in hands of physicians prior to when This Is It team got involved. Steve and Gina Merritt specifically, before they got involved, it was more in the hands of physicians. And I'll be honest, physicians aren't the best networkers. We understand the science, but we just don't know how to talk to people very well and to create duplication to get it out to the masses. So when Steve and Gina got involved, then the growth and everything started to take off. So understand that you're been invited to This Is It team. It's the fastest growing team in the company in last year in 2023, and setting all the records, and the growth of the company has significantly grown in the last year because of This Is It team came into play. So know that you've been introduced to the right place at the right time at the right location, and understanding we have something that's instrumental, that's going to make a big impact in health and wellness for many years to come because of the patents and because of the technology of what we have. And understand it's not a pill, potion, or lotion. That's what I love about this, is it's not a Me Too product. There's nothing out on the market. And when I want to look on the business side of something, I want to see where if I have something that there's no competitors, there's nobody that's trying to compete in the same with the same product type. Man, that's instrumental to making an impact on the financial side, which we're going to talk about in a minute, because I've been in other things that it's a Me Too product. You're trying to explain to people why this is different than something they saw at Walmart or at Costco or wherever. They went to a supermarket and they saw something on the shelf that had the same name, but maybe not the same quality, but they don't understand that. So understand there's nothing on the market like that. There's no competitor out there that does what this product does, or this device does. And so we are excited about where we're taking it. And so understand, when you have something that nobody else has, and we are the gatekeepers to sharing it with everybody, we get to deliver the message. We have an opportunity to financially impact and show people how to make a difference in their financial well-being. That's exciting, because in this day and time, the economy is changing, and there's a lot of people struggling to make ends meet. I mean, they've shrunk their dreams, goals, and aspirations down to just survival. And I was actually, I talked to a lot of different people, but I was actually in our area, real estate is taking a big hit. And so a lot of the realtors out there are struggling, they're trying to sell stuff, but they can't sell homes because, interest rates and different things are going on, inflation. And so they're looking for alternative ways to generate income. And just like a lot of different industries out there, they're looking for different ways to generate income. And we have the answer. We have the life raft, that we can throw out to people to show them this is a way, in their spare time on their side, that they can start to create a business on the side that brings in, a little bit of financial security. At the minimum, to actually teach people how to get their product for free, but actually if we show them how to do it and plug them into the system and the team, which we'll talk about in just a minute, is that they can actually create something where they can start to expand those dreams, goals, and aspirations again that they shrunk down just to survive. So understand, we have something that's instrumental in accomplishing that. And it's basically getting out and sharing it. We are the ones that get to share the message. So we're basically like mini franchise people. We can create a business center, our own business center, and start to share it. And the company has a referral program that when we go out and share it with other people, the company compensates us for sharing it. They also help as we share it with other people and show them how to do the same thing, create duplication in the sharing process. The company pays rewards the people that we've introduced it to as well. So when you go out and start to create mini franchise distribution centers, the company will send referral bonuses on the volume that's generated, and you can actually make up to $25,000 a week just by going out and sharing it with other people. Now, understand, that's a lot of different sharing. It's a significant amount of people that you share it with, but just know the potential is there. But what if we could show people how to make $500 a week? That would change a lot of people's income status and make a big difference in their household. And just if we can show people how to do $500 a week, then we can show them how to do $1,000 a week. It's just creating the same duplication. But this little symbol on there, introduce two people to your right team, introduce two people to your left team. That's the foundational basis of what they call manager. And if we keep showing people how to duplicate that out, show two people right, two people left, 4 people, get them off and running, you've just created your own little mini franchise, and keep duplicating that. We can make a significant impact in people's financial well-being. And then also the company has another referral or matching bonus where we start to help people become leaders in their own business. And to create that duplication, the company rewards us for doing that. And they don't take anything away from the people that are doing it, but they actually reward us for helping people, investing our time to create leaders in the company that create exponential growth and into different marketplaces, into different countries. So again, we have the potential is unlimited to going out and sharing with this, and the sky's the limit. You just have to put a little effort. It's not to get easy, not to get rich quick, but it is an easier way where there's unlimited possibilities, because in the job market, most people only get paid what they think what the employer thinks they're worth. This, if we put some effort into it, there's nobody saying, what we're worth and limiting, when we can take a vacation, when how much we get paid. So like I said, we can set our own sky's the limit by getting out and putting effort and introducing it to people and growing our business, not only in your town, but in different states, in different countries, because we're licensed in over 70 different countries now, that we can actually establish an international business. But start it locally and think globally, because along the way, when you start to introduce it to people, they may have, some of the people you introduce it to may have some connection or family members in another country where they want to utilize the product as well, and they start sharing it in that country. So there you go, you're already can establish an international business. And so how do we get started? Basically, we pick a pack. So there's different ways to get started. You get in where you fit in. There's different packs that are available. There's a silver pack, a gold pack, and a diamond pack. A silver pack is basically you're somewhat like a consumer. You get 3 sleeves. Now a sleeve is, this is a sleeve. There's 30 patches in there, 30 X39 patches in it. So there's a 30-day supply. So, people get started on the silver pack. There's a sleeve for you, for your own consumption for the month, and for your spouse or loved one. And there's another sleeve so you can start to share it with people along the way. But if you have a business intent, you at least want to start at a gold level or above, because you get actually product on hand, and you actually get credit, $80 free product credits when you get the gold package. But you get 5 sleeves to where you can actually, you have some for your spouse, yourself, and to start to launch your business. And if you have a huge business intent, I definitely recommend doing a diamond pack, because a diamond pack is a large pack where you get a lot of product on hand, where you can actually get out and get it to the masses quickly. I actually got started on the diamond pack because I do a place and replace system with my team, when people I'm introducing and starting up, because when they get started, instead of having a 3 or 4 day lag time of getting their product in the mail, I actually give them product right there, then and there, so they can start that day on the product, and they have some product to start handing it out to other people instead of waiting a week for the product to get to them. And then when their product comes in, they actually replace what I gave them. So having product on hand is instrumental to creating momentum and creating activity in your business quickly if you have that business intent. So there's other options where you can get different amount of sleeves to get started, but those are the packages. Again, get in where you financially fit in, but at least get started. You got to get started and get utilizing the product, because it's going to be instrumental in your health and well-being. And again, going over the different packs that are available. The key thing is also, once you get started, is get set up on an auto ship, because it's not that you wear the patch for a day or for a month and it changes the activity for the rest of your life. Your cellular activity is going to slow down again if you stop utilizing the patch. So you want to utilize the patch, consistently, at least for 6 months, to see, we just talked about the changes that can happen over a 6-month period. But, if you want cellular regeneration, you want health and well-being and collagen production and different things that a lot of people know about and they're trying to achieve, we want to keep utilizing the patch. So you want the patch coming to you, you want a sleeve coming to you regularly on a monthly basis. And not only does that help you with your health and wellness, but it also helps on the business side of it to keep you active, so that your points, you have compounding points, compounding. So not only is on the business side, compounding benefits as you introduce it and people introduce it to other people, but you also have compounding benefits of health and wellness, because the more you utilize the patch, the more it starts to benefit you over your health and wellness longevity and lifespan. So again, this is it team. So you want to plug into it on the business side. If you want to learn how to do the business, this is where you go to. This is where you direct people to, is thisisitteam.com. This is the step-by-step system, the 10-step system on how to build your business. Now, this is really instrumental for people because a lot of people get started, and they want to build a business. They just don't know how to do it. So you could literally start today, take action and start building a business today. And you may be brand new to the industry. You can go into This Is It team and get started and kind of go step by step, but you could sign somebody up tomorrow or even tonight, and you could plug them into thisisitteam.com, and it's going to walk them through how to build their own business. And so you guys can earn while you learn at the same time. And so it's a one-stop page. So you do not have to be the expert. You do not have to know how to do the business. But if you plug into the system and to the team, it's going to show you the way. Now, understand, to become a doctor, it took me 8 years of studying and testing and a lot of research and different things to generate my first dollar. And actually, in my first year or two, I probably didn't even generate my first profitable dollar. It was all paying off debt. But you can actually be profitable in your first day by getting started and getting a business going. And so a lot of people are, understanding the concept is that we could be profitable in your first month before your credit card comes back. We can show you how to get your business off and running by plugging your new people into thisisitteam.com and letting them have success and showing them how to start to build your business. So instrumental that we have all these tools in place so you don't have to recreate the wheel. It's already here for you to plug into. And so realistically, you've heard a lot of information. Hopefully I didn't overwhelm you with the science, but you got a basic understanding of why this is so instrumental in your health and wellness, but also how it can be change your financial outcome in the next year or two, significant changes. And so are you serious about bringing your dream to life again? Is there hope? Is there something else out there that you've seen that could make this big of an impact? I have not seen anything in health and wellness, or anything for that matter, that can make this big of an impact that nobody else has access to except us and has no competition. So on a business standpoint, on an entrepreneurial standpoint, what industry would you get into that there's no other competitors out there that you could impact people's life, that people will literally thank you for introducing them to this, because of the benefits that they're going to experience? That's what I love about this, is when people come back, is like, I'm so thankful that you introduced it, because it literally changed my life and it changed my overall health and wellness. I can be more productive with my kids, with my family. I can get out and do things where I couldn't do before because of just utilizing the patch. So significant impact that you can make within people's life. Just, are you ready to take action and to make a move? So if you're ready to get started, definitely get plugged in, get back to the person who introduced you to this, ask them how to get started. But one of the key things this weekend is that we actually have a unique opportunity, because David Schmidt, the inventor, the CEO of the company, is going to be speaking at the Vision 2024 corporate virtual event. So it starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be at about a 3-hour event. The tickets are minimal cost, $29, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home, or you can have a virtual viewing event. But plug into this virtual event to see for the CEO and the founder of the X39 himself. And he actually might be talking a little bit more about something that's going to be released that's going to even enhance the benefit of the X39 in the next few weeks or maybe month. I don't know how much of a detail is getting, but there's some new things coming. So you definitely want to plug in and get connected to this event going this coming weekend. So and also during the summer, you can get connected with the Believe This Is It convention, summer life-changing training and business building event that's going to happen. And we have a lot of different Zooms. Again, you don't have to be the expert. You just plug people into the Zooms and let other people that have experience do the work for you. That's the key thing about being part of the team and the system, is plug people in, plug and play. just plug people, point them to the system, let other people do the work for you to help you build your business. So anyway, we have Spanish, so not only in English, but we're going into the Spanish market. So if you have, the Spanish market is wide open. So don't let that stop you. Even if I know very little Spanish. I navigate a little bit in the office with my patients, but very minimal. Luckily, I have staff. But the team has Spanish speakers that can share the Spanish presentation with your new people that you want to introduce it to. So let the team do the work for you. So we have different groups that you can plug into. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the replays of the videos and Zooms that are going on, and you can share it out to other people. So maybe if they weren't able to get on this Zoom, you can actually share it to the people that you wanted to get on this Zoom. So be sure to plug in. There's a list of all the Zooms. Almost every day we have a Zoom going on. So there's no lack of information being distributed out there for you to help you build your business and to give you more understanding of what we're working with. So with that, I want to thank you for getting on. Again, my name is Dr. Tony Smith. I really appreciate you getting on. Hopefully this was enlightening and enhancing for you to get a better understanding of what the X39 can do for you. God bless. Have a great evening. And until we meet again, thank you. Good night.